I know you're scared. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, if I were you. I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Cause all of us you better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. You better bring your A game.
Welcome, crew, and everyone that's watching. I'm JJ Vikings here with my third consecutive stream in, I'd say, about 2 to 3 days, on with Darren Wolfson, also known as Doogie Wolfson. Great analyst and a great guy in general. So welcome to the show again. It's great to have you on a second time.
Well, I appreciate that, JJ. Thank you for those kind words. Your check is in the mail. You are so darn good. How about I volley back to you some compliments? You are so darn good, especially at such a young age. Like, I have a 13-year-old, right? So you're slightly older than my older son. Like, he struggles to string together like 6 words, right? And he's shy and at times too introverted. Other times he's way out there, right? So we're trying to strike that balance. But I wish he had the passion you do for just talking, right? And you know, just finding something that you love. And so when you say you're now doing a podcast or, you know, a YouTube show for what, the third straight day or second consecutive day, whatever it is, you should be doing this every day because people should hear what you have to say. You're so good, right? So JJ, do this a lot. I'm happy to help whenever I can.
Appreciate it so much. I can't wait for the season to start. I can't wait for even preseason to start because, you know, we've obviously got that one guy that we're so excited to see, and that's JJ McCarthy. And obviously he's been progressing well. He's been having lots of great things going for him in training camp, making some great passes, just doing all the things, if not more, probably more than what you want to see in the intangibles and the play style of a rookie quarterback. And because he's progressing so well, not only does that boost his personality and his mindset, but the team that's around him. And when all those guys are together with a great mindset, playing for each other and playing with the correct mindset, they have a better opportunity and a better chance in general to go out there and go win a championship. And I feel that JJ McCarthy is spreading that very well. And for that, I cannot give him more applause. Actually, you know, I will keep on doing it during the season. You know, it's not going to stop now because I know how great of a player he is, and now I just have yet to see it. And it's not gonna, and I'm gonna see it real soon. It's not going to take forever for me to see how great of a quarterback he is. And starting in week 1, I'd say that's a bit of a stretch, but I think that he has the potential to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't dismiss it, JJ. I still think it'll be Sam Darnold on September 8th. Against the Giants, but hey, you'll get to see JJ on Saturday, 3:00 Central Time, preseason opener against the Las Vegas Raiders. I imagine now, hey, you listen to JJ talk today, you know, and Kevin O'Connell will talk to us tomorrow, give us maybe a sense of the quarterback rotation for Saturday. But the way McCarthy was talking today, we're going to see him a good amount on Saturday. Plus, I will tell you this, JJ, I'll tell the audience this. Kevin O'Connell is very aware that this is the only home preseason game. And there is something to be said about this is entertainment, a show, people paying good money to be at US Bank Stadium on Saturday. I don't think it's going to be 1 or 2 series. Then McCarthy comes out. I think he's going to be in there for a good chunk. But we'll hopefully get maybe a better idea tomorrow when Kevin O'Connell meets with us. But yeah, I mean, everything you said, I mean, I'll even circle it back to just the progress from OTAs. Well, really rookie mini camp into OTAs, into mini camp, now seeing the progression. So everything he was taught going back to May and June with his footwork and mid-April, his decision-making, heck, just the way he galvanizes that locker room. So many guys like JJ McCarthy. Heck, you watch him And it's on, shameless plug, kstp.com. So my TV station, we put the full JJ McCarthy news conference from today on the sports page. So go to kstp.com, click on sports. You can find the whole JJ McCarthy news conference. Just watch him at the podium. For being as young as he is, uber confident. He's got command, right? And hey, maybe some of it's a little scripted. He sort of knows what questions are coming, how he's going to answer those questions. But he comes off as so polished. He is so darn impressive. You can see, JJ, why he had so much success at IMG Academy in high school, then at Michigan, right? This isn't by accident. He is so darn in control. So, yes, the time is coming, but I'm just not there. I know there's some other reporters thinking that September 8th is incredibly realistic. And hey, we have a long way to go. We're sitting here on what? August, what is today, the 7th or the 8th? Let me look at my phone. August 7th. We are a month away, right? Like it's so long until that opener on September 8th at the New York Giants. So much can happen these next 4 weeks. But JJ, I'm not there yet on McCarthy starting week 1. I don't think that KOC, that Kwesi are going to throw him, for lack of a better way of putting it, to the wolves. Like when he's out there, they're going to darn well know that is the right time. In all likelihood, no TJ Hawkinson week 1. So that's one less weapon. Jordan Addison, yeah, I think he is facing a suspension eventually, but probably not until after that October 7th court hearing. And let's just see what happens with that court hearing. I mean, that thing could get pushed back. Just getting some closure, some finality on that situation could take a while. But, September 8th, Jordan Addison should be out there. But no TJ Hawkinson. And once you go to McCarthy, I think the idea is you're not going to go backwards. Now, hey, you could go with McCarthy. If it doesn't work, yes, okay, you could make a change. But I think KOC in particular doesn't want to put McCarthy out there, JJ, until he knows 100% with so much certainty that it's the right time. And I just don't know if we'll be there on September 8th.
I can understand that. And I'm really glad that you do give lots of credit to JJ McCarthy and that you do see him starting in the future, because that's a very important thing to see and to take notice of, to take credit for, or to give credit to him for. Because when you see the skills that he has and what the people call aura nowadays, like the aura that he has and the things that he does, how great he is, and the way that he wins games and championships and stuff, it's very important to see that JJ McCarthy can win games and can win eventually championships, which is what I'm hoping for. He's a guy that if I'm being honest, I've also been trying to get him on my podcast too. Haven't been successful yet, but I'm still trying.
Best of luck on that, JJ. A lot of us yearn for those one-on-one opportunities. They're few and far between, especially now with things ramping up. But hey, like, you've done a really good job chasing these guys down, so keep it up. I root for you if I can help you in that regard, but it won't be easy.
I understand that, but I do appreciate your support and everything. And I have another question. So, do you think that the Vikings are, should I say set? I'm not sure if I should say set or not, but are we okay at least on defense?
Well, I mean, I think so, right? I mean, yes, could they use another cornerback or two? Sure. Could they use another interior defensive lineman? Sure. Is it realistic that maybe, those needs come to fruition more so next March? Not immediately? Yes. But Brian Flores is so darn good, JJ, right? And my guy Josh Metellus, he can play so many different positions. They can mask some of their deficiencies when it comes to the cornerback position. Yeah, I mean, it's all about health. Stay healthy. And I still have my questions about that interior of the defensive line. Harrison Phillips, who's been on with you before, who is A+, right? But he can't do it all himself coming off a career year. And I still think, like we talked to him the other day, he points to Cam Hayward, some other interior defensive linemen who take a big step forward years 8, 7, 8, and 9, get better as they get older. So Harrison is still thinking, hey, he's got another level he can get to, but he can't do it all by himself. But they should be able to get to the quarterback, right? When you draft Dallas Turner and you bring in Jonathan Grenard for big money. Heck, Gabriel Murphy, I think he makes the 53-man, JJ. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about the defense. Put it this way, I feel better about the defense right this second than I do about the offense.
Wow, that is very, very encouraging, very, very assuring too. And yeah, I do remember myself being very overly confident about this defense, and for good reason too, because the league let Dallas Turner, Ivan Pace Jr., Gabriel Murphy, Jonathan Grenard, and Blake Cashman all come to Brian Flores, not to mention Andrew Van Ginkel, who also knew him from his time in Miami. I mean, that's a dangerous defense already.
It
And
is.
yes, I do
Yeah,
feel
no,
a
it's all
little.
about recruiting too, JJ, right? I mean, and hey, I got about 2 more minutes, so I'm in a Zoom room here at the TV station. One of our news reporters needs to hop on to do something infinitely more important than me babbling about the Vikings. So I need to exit in about 2 minutes. But I will tell you, some of it's recruiting, right? Like Blake Cashman told me he had a bunch of offers. The Packers wanted Blake Cashman. The Houston Texans had interest in retaining Blake Cashman. He wanted to be a Viking. Andrew Van Ginkel had options, right? But Brian Flores is his guy. Grenard, okay, you broke the bank to get him, which is fine. To me, that's one of those positions that you invest heavily in. But like, you still need to recruit these guys. But that's the beauty of what Brian Flores does, the way he communicates, the way that he connects with his players, the way he puts guys in great positions to succeed, to hit a jackpot maybe down the road, right? Cam Bynum, hey, I'd love to see Cam Bynum here for a long time, but if Cam Bynum's payday doesn't come here because maybe the Vikings don't want to invest heavily in the safety position, like you look at Xavier McKinney going to Green Bay for $68 million, 20-something million guaranteed, maybe the Vikings don't want to invest that sort of money in the safety position. Cam Bynum is in a good spot to hit the jackpot in part, and we can argue maybe even in large part, because of Brian Flores. So Brian Flores has a lot to do with all these guys having the success they do. That's why I feel so good about the defense.
I do too. Thanks for hopping on. It's always amazing to talk with you, and I do feel great.
I
About
wish
the
I had more
defense.
time. That's my bad. I didn't look at the schedule. We have this one room. We have this big building, right? And we've got this one room for everybody to do these Zooms. So that's my bad for not looking at the calendar. But let's do this again. You want to do it again next week?
Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime.
Yeah. I'd love to come on next week. I won't be in Cleveland for the joint practices, but I was just in touch with our ABC affiliate there. So I'll be getting a bunch of video and I'll be in correspondence with people that are there. So I'll have a good understanding of what's taking place with those joint practices. And so happy to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it 1 week from tonight. So next Wednesday night, the 14th, plan on doing something with me.
Absolutely. That preseason
If you'll
game
have
will
me,
already be
you're a
over,
man
so
in
we'll have
demand.
a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully you can get some more of those one-on-ones with the guys that they're in the belly of the beast. But I know a lot of people like to hop on. PA, my guy. What's the saying? We text and talk more than people know. Fantasy basketball, all that. PA is one of my guys. He was on with you the other day. So I know you've got this long list of guests, but if you can carve out some room for me next Wednesday, happy to do it.
Of course. Absolutely. Have a great rest of your day.
You got it, JJ. Take it easy.
Skol Vikes.